The local shop. A yard of a counter is better than an acre of land. Such was the view held by many in times past, when the local shop was the hub of the community, and the local shopkeeper was one of the most affluent in the area. Having a steady flow of customers and selling all kinds of everything, the local shop was indeed a busy place. It not alone facilitated those buying messages, it was also a place where news was exchanged and served as a meeting place for locals. News travelled fast in small villages and towns, and the shopkeeper was often the first to hear about local happenings in the community. Their role extended beyond the business. They were very knowledgeable and historians of village life. Many shopkeepers also provided the services of a travelling shop, had an adjoining pub, and indeed some were undertakers. The shopkeeper or a member of their family, who were often asked to tend the counter, greeted customers by name, embodying a warmth that reflected the close-knit nature of the community. Their hours were long, often having to open up after hours to oblige a customer. Payments were always in cash, but for some regulars the option of putting it on the slate or on tick was utilised when loyalty and trust outweighed the need for immediate payment. The local shop sold goods that were almost entirely produced and grown in Ireland. Imagine how limiting this was on the range of products you could buy. There were no refrigeration, no convenience foods, and very little packaging. In fact, refrigeration was usually a cold storeroom where meats were covered by a fine mesh or net to keep the flies away. Many items were sold loose and then wrapped in either newspaper or brown paper before being secured with twine. Who remembers the tins of biscuits, the meat slicer, the jars of sweets, the penny bars, the big white weighing scales, the shopkeeper's counter, and the old-style cash register? All now a distant memory. It was usual at that time for customers to buy flour and wheatmeal to make white and brown bread at home. Some customers would buy large bags of flour, as the cotton bags, once emptied, could be stitched together to make bed sheets. Outside the shop you would find hardware items on display, such as brooms, tin buckets, tools, Wellington boots, and the like. How busy the shop was on a particular day could be determined by the number of bicycles and prams outside. Donkeys and carts carrying milk churns could be parked up outside also on their way home from the creamery. As modern conveniences and large supermarkets encroached upon the traditional way of life, the local shopkeeper remained a treasured figure and clung to the values of community connection for as long as possible. However, sadly the days of the local shopkeeper have virtually vanished in all places, except for the likes of Coins of Boffinon, who celebrated 100 years in business in February 2024 and who still provide a vital service to the community. Today, however, the modern supermarket tends to prioritise efficiency over engagement. With their vast selections and competitive prices, these megastores have revolutionised the way we shop and have further diminished the role of the shopkeeper. Online shopping platforms allow customers to have their groceries delivered directly to their doorstep, eliminating the need to engage with store personnel altogether. While this shift offers undeniable convenience, it also strips away the community aspect that local shopkeepers once provided. Here we include an extract from the poem Paddy the Lad's Shop, from duhas.ie. I have tea and sugar, starch and blue, currants, rice and raisins too, bacon, flour, meal and bread, and also stuff they call white bread. I have sweet cakes, oil cakes, biscuits and matches, lamps and lanterns hung up on batches, pipes, tobacco, snuff and candles, wooden noggins with iron handles, rakes and shovels, pitchforks and crooks, with a large supply of reaping hooks. I'm also selling pots of jam, beef and mutton, veal and ham, clogs and leggings, slippers, boots, concertinas, fiddles and flutes.